and welcome to GMA Life. I'm Lori Bergamato.
And I'm Ashin Singh, and right now we're here on rainy Governor's Island, but we're hyped up because this is the site of our very first GMA 5K, and Lori just ran. How was it?
That's right. It was such a fun but wet morning for us. I did just finish running, and we had viewers running along with us from coast to coast. It was raining outside, but sunny in our hearts.
That's right.
Take a look.
The spirit here is awesome as we are seeing runners cross the finish line of our first ever GMA 5K. But it's not just here in New York, run clubs across the country. We're talking Honolulu, all the way to Philadelphia, Dallas, you name it. Everyone is in on one of the biggest races around.
This morning, we're saying Good Morning America to runners and walkers all across the country.
GMA 5K, we're running for you!
Starting off the GMA 5K, say aloha to the Honolulu runners in beautiful Hawaii.
Aloha, America!
From the shores of the Hawaiian Islands to coastal California, we're passing the baton to the LA Leggers.
GMA 5K, we're ready for you!
From the glitz and glam of Hollywood to the Lone Star State, everyone meet the Houston Striders.
Good morning, America from Houston!
And because everything is bigger in Texas, we'll have two stops here. Let's give a yeehaw to Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeehaw!
And running through the heartland in a downpour of purple rain, here's Mill City, running in Minneapolis.
Good morning, America!
No wind, no rain stopping us. Let's give a Windy City hello to the Chicago Area Runners Association.
We're running to a deep dish.
Now we're heading to dry off in the Sunshine State with the Lakeland Runners Club outside of Tampa.
Tampa Bay loves GMA!
Up the East Coast we go, and we're breathing in that Philadelphia freedom with the Game Changers.
Let's go, GMA 5K!
The finish line is now in sight. It's been waiting for us. Welcome to New York.
We are loving seeing these athletes cross the finish line. Ike Jache, Lori Bergamato just finished the race.
A replay of the moment we just saw. Robin and Ginger crossing the finish line of the first ever GMA 5K.
Big smiles on their faces. Let's go back to Governor's Island, check in with Lara and the team.
Hey there, George. We want to give a huge congratulations to everybody who ran. Starting right here, if you don't mind, for our newbie, no longer. Your first 5K, Ginger, you were a great coach.
Oh, she was a great
for Robin.
coach.
Robin, how did it feel out there?
You know, like community. It really did. I met Pat, I met Anthony. Seriously. The way, and you know, I wasn't setting any speed records out there, but it doesn't matter. I really, oh, hey, what's that? Now it's a party. Now it's a party in the break. But I got to tell, Ginger right here, she was my coach through it out, and I really appreciate it.
Running together makes all the difference.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, and in the middle of running and pacing, you were also doing the forecast. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Because why not? I said, usually I'm the only one in the blowing wind and rain, and it was so nice to have everybody with me. We didn't even have to stop for water. We just opened our mouth.
Right, there you go. That's true.
Oh, great.
Really, you were right about the forecast, as usual.
Thank you, Lara. Now let's head over to Ginger.
So many of us take for granted having a bed to sleep in at night. And when children don't have beds, it can affect their school performance, development, and mental health. This segment is sponsored by Lowe's, and they partnered with a nonprofit called Sleep in Heavenly Peace, challenging nearly 5,500 volunteers to build thousands of beds in just 24 hours. And this morning, they're sharing a big announcement.
It's a bed building bonanza at the Charlotte Convention Center. The whirlwind operation spearheaded by our sponsor, Lowe's, making thousands of bunk beds in just 24 hours.
We're going to build over 5,000 beds today. I hope that these kids, when they get their beds and they get to lay their head down and get a good night rest, that they will sleep well. They'll get up tomorrow and they'll attend school sharper and ready to go.
The event supporting the nonprofit Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which was created out of an enormous need since its inception in 2012.
We are seeing that there are kids all over the country that don't have beds. It's a huge problem. They're either sleeping on the floor, they're sleeping on couches, and we knew there was something we could do about it.
According to data compiled by Sleep in Heavenly Peace, more than 160,000 kids in the United States are still waiting for a bed.
A child does not choose to go bedless. We come in and help them. Lowe's has been a huge part of our mission.
Lowe's outreach spreads almost 50 states, sprucing up spaces from this youth boxing facility in California to an outdoor area for learning and recreation in Illinois, to partnering with organizations like Dream Streets in Nashville, where a building renovation was the key to improving lives.
Our mission is to protect and empower people that live in distress. Everybody deserves dignity. Everybody.
The former abandoned nursing home turning into transitional housing called the James Brown Place. The incredible transformation made possible through the Lowe's Hometowns Grant.
We've got a beautiful mural of James. We've got some signage outside, tons of greenery and plants and florals, fresh paint, pictures on the wall. We were able to renovate all 4 showers.
The local Nashville store also lending a helping hand.
The really special part of this process was our store manager that we worked with, Matt. Like, we have our own personal Lowe's concierge.
Creating a path for hardworking individuals to get back on their feet, like Kiana Marable.
So dog houses keep them safe from the elements.
Kiana is a single mother, homeschools her 10-year-old son, and works 2 jobs. Here, she can begin again.
I've really felt a sense of community here. I'm also part of the Single Moms Club, and it's just super helpful to be able to have people in your circle, people on your team.
And now, Lowe's is announcing a continued promise.
Today, I'm super excited because Lowe's is making a bold commitment to deliver 10 million square feet of impact. And why is that important is because we know that every square foot of impact is going to help us rebuild and revitalize the communities that we work, that we serve in, and that our associates and customers live in. We're 300,000 strong at Lowe's, and our Red Vest associates are the driving force behind how we impact communities nationwide. So our Red Vest associates, they don't just talk about it. They roll up their sleeves. They dig in and they drive impact. It's in our DNA, and it's just who we are as Lowe's.
The event was a huge success with 5,000 beds built, and they will be distributed across 49 cities. Thanks to our sponsor Lowe's and that big commitment, it'll make an even bigger impact supporting the communities that they serve.
And when GMA Life returns, Tory Johnson has deals and steals.
Welcome back to GMA Life. It's our Deals and Steals Beauty Bonanza. Tory Johnson is helping us look fresh, feel fresh with great skincare products. And they're all 50% off?
Yeah.
I love that for us.
So good, right?
Yes.
So these are fabulous, even at full price, but when you can get them when the price is slashed in half, let's do it. So we're starting with Strivectin. They are the makers of this advanced tightening cream that is the #1 in its category, specifically for the neck, in the United States. Wow. The #1 seller, that little bottle right there. And it's got their power-filled peptide technology in a new and upgraded formula, I might add, that addresses slack, sagging, those horizontal necklines, so all that stuff right there. Exactly. Ooh. So, but you're using it in a downward motion.
Go
you
up.
would use it in an upward motion.
Thank God you're here.
Yeah, you go up. Thank God you're,
learning from the best.
A child who doesn't need to worry about these things right now. But these are life skills I'm teaching you.
Yes,
these are life skills that I'm teaching you, because one day you will appreciate that you remembered to go up, up, up when you're in the mirror. We also, one of the things that when you're my age, you wake up at some point and you have crepey skin that you didn't even know was a thing. So fortunately, Strivectin also makes Crepe Control, which is really great for tightening, lifting. It's got all of that peptide technology in it. Every single option from Strivectin is 50% off and free shipping.
Now, it's funny that you bring up Crepe Control, because
Yes.
the last time I was at Denny's, they told me I needed to exercise some Crepe Control. But
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so BioEffect. This is a fan favorite among our viewers who really love this line, and it's all about harnessing the power of growth factors, which are those natural occurring proteins in our skin. These happen to be plant-derived to mimic that same collagen stimulation. So for the packaging's like beautiful,
gorgeous.
but even more impressive are the formulas and how they deliver to really help with aging skin, to help with all of the visible signs of aging, to help us age more gracefully.
Love
I like to say it. And also pure ingredients, so you can feel good about the ingredients, clean ingredients, all 50% off and free shipping from BioEffect.
Amazing.
All right, something else is amazing. You want to grab that one right there? I like to use nighttime products while I sleep so that they can just do the work for me while I sleep. That from Dr. Brandt is one of their newest innovations. It is the Glow Overnight Retinol Oil. And look at that color. It's like, yeah, it's like, ooh. So not only is it has that, you know, ooh and ah factor, but it will also help with dullness, fine lines, wrinkles. The idea is that you can wake up with brighter, more even skin tone. We have 3 of their incredibly popular, what I like to say, their iconic collections. So that's part of the Bright This Way collection. We also have Dare to Age and Needles No More. Needles No More, the little pro tip, has a really great microderm face. It just does a great face treatment. So all 50% off and
free shipping
from Dr. Brandt. We love them. And we have a really big assortment today. Pericone MD. So
Fan
you know
fave.
the line.
Oh, yes.
Cold Plasma Plus is also for a lot of people like the holy grail of both Pericone as well as their just entire skincare routine. So that is, they have all of these like powerhouse formulations depending on the area that you're using. You are using their hand therapy, and that's a really great one because hands are often show signs of aging and often overlooked, and everyone wants like their beautiful, supple, soft hands, and so you get it with that. We also have one of their newer ones. This is their Advanced Eye Cream, and this is really great under the eye area. That's going to help with really dramatically visible results for dark circles, puffiness, again, that uneven texture, crow's feet under your eyes. This little one right here, it's a tiny but powerful, potent option. All 50% off and free shipping from Pericone.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat that. And then finally, Mario Badescu. What I love about this line, it's all about efficacious formulas at very accessible prices. Personal favorite is the drying lotion. People call it like the pink potion, the pink perfection. Great for getting rid of any kind of blemishes quickly. And then they also make really great kits where they take the guesswork out for you. So if you're not familiar, you don't like a fussy routine, this one's for you, all 50% off starting at $7.
Incredible. Going to be looking good in no time. And we have partnered with these companies on these deals. You can get them on our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Now let's head over to Michael and Lori. My hands feel so nice, and they're looking so good.
Now to the effect pain can have on your life. According to the National Institutes of Health, pain is the most common reason why people seek medical care. GMA lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamato joins us with more on this. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Michael. Pain is something we all go through, but it's not always something we create a plan around. This segment is sponsored by Vertex Pharmaceuticals, and I sat down with their spokesperson, former pro football player Alex Smith, to talk about his life-altering injury and his plan to tackle pain.
Former professional quarterback Alex Smith understands what it means to be tough.
A deep sack on Smith.
Following this life-changing injury on the football field.
Smith is hurt badly.
What do you remember about that moment that you got injured?
I remember my leg going fuzzy. It was a feeling I had never had before, rolling over and seeing my leg bending where it shouldn't. I instantly knew my leg was broken. But at the same time, how naive I was, thinking that for some reason that this wasn't a big deal and they would put me back together.
Instead, multiple compound fractures in his lower leg, leading to emergency surgery, followed by infection and potentially deadly septic shock. Doctors concerned amputation may be necessary.
Were you prepared for how painful this would all be?
No. No. I mean, nearly 20 surgeries and confined to a bed in a wheelchair for so long. Skin grafts and transplanting tissue, and there's nothing you can do. These conversations were just such an afterthought, the pain side, the pain management side.
As the spokesperson for our sponsor, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Alex is opening up about how that agony impacted his life.
How did you manage all that pain?
A lot of trial and error, a lot of sleepless nights. Pain is so personal. It was overwhelming, most of all for my wife. I mean, as we got discharged from the hospital, I mean, the bags and bags of prescriptions, you know, and one of them is a rescue medication. But because of, the opiates that were prescribed to me.
After a grueling recovery, Smith made his return to the field nearly 2 years after his injury.
Is back out here to play quarterback.
Now he's sharing his story in hopes of inspiring others to be proactive about pain.
It's a part of the human experience, right? Like sometimes it's expected, sometimes you have surgeries lined up and they're going to happen, but a lot of times it's not. And encourage people to ask about the options out there, right? Including non-opioid options. Have these conversations with their care teams, with their doctors. There's a website, paingameplan.com. And for anybody dealing with pain that has questions, there's so many resources on there to help steer this conversation, right? To empower people, take control of this.
And thanks to Alex, and thanks to our sponsor, Vertex Pharmaceuticals. To learn more about creating your own pain plan, head to GMA's social pages for more information.
Yeah.
Welcome back to GMA Life, and now a big announcement from our parent company, Disney.
A whole new world
That's right.
is being revealed in Abu Dhabi. Rebecca Jarvis spoke to Walt Disney Company Chair and CEO Bob Iger. Take a look.
I am standing here on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi, where Disney's 7th global theme park will be built, and I sat down with our CEO, Bob Iger, to talk about this whole new world.
So I'm excited for the UAE and Abu Dhabi. Bringing a Disneyland to a land in the world is, I think, a big deal, and it makes a big statement, and it's just a great moment.
A new chapter of Disney storytelling begins. Rewriting a land known for its architecture, culture, coastlines, and desert. The Walt Disney Company Chair and CEO Bob Iger says there's already excitement brewing here in Abu Dhabi.
You start thinking about what is possible, actually envisioning a castle rising up, in this case, from the sand, and also being on the water.
I heard you say castle, so you're confirming there's going to be a castle, Bob.
Yes, I'm confirming that, but we've decided that we want to build a very modern Disneyland. It will obviously incorporate a lot of our intellectual property and some of the typical stories that we tell in our theme parks.
So this is the rendering we have.
I'm smiling because it makes me smile. Yes, so that rendering depicts the land on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. We haven't decided everything that will go into it, but we do know it will be anchored by a castle. And again, the modernization that is Abu Dhabi, the castle will be the first real modern castle that we built.
And this is it, the start of a brand new park here in Abu Dhabi. I am standing 8,400 miles away from Anaheim, California, the site of the very first Disneyland that opened in 1955. Why here in Abu Dhabi?
The UAE and Abu Dhabi is a crossroads of the world. This is a hub in many respects, but also because it is located where it is, it's accessible to so many different regions, places where we typically have, only scratched the surface in terms of attendance to our parks.
With 6 theme parks across 4 countries around the globe, Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates will soon become lucky number 7. This project has been simmering since 2017, but crystallized after Iger's visit to the region last year, when he found there was already a lot of excitement surrounding Disney.
This is a place that has a very ambitious and very exciting vision for its future. So this will give us an opportunity to build something of very, very high quality, as evidenced by so much of what's already been built here, but also the most technologically advanced theme park that we've ever built.
Disney partnering with Miral, the operators of world-class immersive experiences and attractions in Abu Dhabi. Miral will oversee the development and building of Disney's resort.
The minute you drive into Abu Dhabi, you see your signs all along the side of the freeway. Miral, Joy. Tell me a little about your company and what you aim to do with Disney.
Our company is based on creating smiles. We're here to create happiness. And this is what Disney is all about. What I truly love about Disney is that it engulfs you in their magic. I'm passionate that we are here building something that is for the next generation. It's a legacy piece. We are a part of something great.
And this is not the Morale chairman's first encounter with Disney. His earliest experience was as a child, asking his mother to go to Disney World in Orlando.
One day, it was a Thursday night, and she walked in and she said, "Everybody, pack your bags. We're leaving tomorrow." I said, "Where are we going?" And she goes, "We're going to Disney World." It was around 9 o'clock at night, and the room lit up.
Now he aims to bring that same spirit and excitement to millions here.
What is the timeline for this project? Is there a timeline?
Yes, there is. As fast as possible. I think it's imperative for us to bring these new experiences to the region and the world. And of course, we're not going to compromise on quality. We're going to make sure that what we built here in Abu Dhabi is going to be special, and it's going to create everlasting smiles and memories for every visitor to come here.
Iger saying he loves that people have high expectations of Disney.
They're always asking, what will Disney think of next? Only Disney could think of that. And actually, we set the bar high for ourselves, too. How can we be not just different, but different and better? And in many respects, that's what that is.
And what comes next puts a smile on Iger's face today.
Looking forward to being invited to the opening.
Oh, likewise. I'm going to see you in the castle. And in addition to that brand new castle, the vision for all of this is a brand new kind of Disney park, things that people have never experienced before. I also asked Bob Iger what this means for jobs back in the United States, and he said it will take a lot of U.S. employees, their creativity, to bring all of this to life. In fact, they've already begun hiring some of them, and that's in addition to Disney's $30 billion plans at U.S. parks to build those out, and that means thousands of new jobs for Disney as well, guys.
Yeah, major project there. So just give us a feel on the ground there, the reaction to all this news, Rebecca.
There is so much excitement, and I got to tell you, I smiled to myself because the first night we got here, I go up in the elevator knowing what's coming, and I rode up in the elevator with a little boy who is wearing Disney, head to toe Disney with his parents, and I thought to myself, someday when he visits here with his family, he'll actually be able to go see Disney here with his family. And the reality is it's beautiful. I mean, you can see it all behind me, but there's already so much developing here. They have a Louvre, they have Ferrari World, there's the Grand Prix, the F1 is here, so there's a lot of activity already happening, and this is just, it's a very exciting moment. You can feel it on the ground here, and the excitement to partner with this iconic U.S. brand is a really big deal for the region as well as for Disney.
Well, good job of keeping it top secret. We didn't even know. They wouldn't even let us know what was going on. So good job there, Rebecca, and safe travel.
You know, you can tell me anything, Robin.
Yep.
She's a vault.
Yeah, well, safe travels back home, my friend.
Yep. That looks incredible. Are we going to go?
I can't wait.
GMA Life from Abu Dhabi,
That's right. Come on now.
That's all for GMA Life.
Up next, all the top stories and latest news right here on ABC News Live, where the news never stops.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. This is?
Like, kind of hard.
Okay, but now I feel like we're going too fast. Can you slow it down?
You know, we're good. Now you're going to turn it this way. Look at us. This is
TV.
sick. Yeah. Why were we not doing this all morning? Yeah.
Time for
GMA Life.